Man, say fellas, how's your week going so far?
My week is going great.
Okay, that's what I like to hear.
Fantastic. A week above others.
Wait,
Really?
is it that?
Let's get into it. I am Dalen Spratt.
You know who I am? I am the Marcus Harvey.
Man, and they will never forget the Paranormal Poppy. I'm Juwan Mass.
God.
Stop saying the Paranormal Poppy.
If you have not seen our hit show,
And it's a hit.
I mean, talking about like to the top, baby.
we are literally Atlanta's premier paranormal investigator.
Let's say the world. Can we start saying the world in a second?
I want to say the universe.
Okay.
I mean, listen, we love the history. We love investigating. And Juwan, I'm going to let you say it. What else do we love?
Man, we love getting scared.
But on this podcast, we will look at some of the most infamous creepy tales. I mean, like, listen, like, where do all these urban legends come from? We'll get to investigate them, and we'll even talk to some experts. Maybe do some little spirit channeling of our own.
All right, and in today's episodes, we're going to learn about the mythological fellow with huge wings and red glowing eyes, like a bat. He's been spotted by folks all over the country. I mean, this man been on tour. And some people see him around tragic events, linking him to even death. Today's episode is Mothman of Point Pleasant. I mean, so some of these first sightings of Mothman actually happened in the newspaper. That's what I'm talking about. That's how serious this thing is. Its first, like, sightings were in the newspaper, bruh.
That makes it true.
Well, okay.
If it's in the news.
This is back in the day, though. This is back in the day when people trusted
Actual factual stuff.
factual stuff. Come on, man.
Like,
Okay.
where was this?
I mean, he's called Mothman of Point Pleasant. I mean, weren't y'all guys, like, paying attention? Because it's like, Mothman of Point Pleasant. And I said, where's he from? No, you said, where's he from? No, we ain't running nothing back. I want y'all to understand y'all ain't paying attention. Listen to what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Look, guys. Look. As y'all know, and I ain't going to never let y'all forget, your boy got a baby now.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm working on just a limited amount of sleep.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
So, geography wasn't my best subject.
You know what? Let me be more specific.
Where
bro.
is Point Pleasant?
Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. Because I did say it as if you knew where Point Pleasant is, and then as if you didn't know that it was in West Virginia. I'm trying to tell you what happened in '66, bro. Because like two couples, like this is a double date going on. They said they saw with their own two eyes here in Point Pleasant, registered.
One of them couples said, and I quote, "It was a bird or something. It definitely wasn't a flying saucer."
It wasn't no flying saucer,
It
Jawan.
wasn't no
It wasn't no
UFO.
flying saucer. It
wait.
was. I mean, because listen, bro, he knows that this was in a place called like TNT. This was like a part of the town called TNT, right? Boom.
Bomb.
And if you Google the TNT area, it's basically this abandoned military base, right? Exactly. See what I'm saying? They called it the TNT area because all they used to do was make dynamite there, right? But you know, that land has got to be like polluted. You know, back in the day, they weren't really worrying about like what was happening with the land. They were just testing these things. So, you know, the land was probably just like polluted. And, yeah, you know how they did.
But all type of freaky, nasty.
Okay.
Why you gotta make it like that? Why you gotta
Y'all
say
think that
stuff?
freaky stuff would happen to the animals?
No, I think that freaky, nasty.
Wait,
stuff
wait,
happened to
man.
the animal.
What?
No, I can't even say exactly because y'all turned it really weird right there. I mean, so this couple apparently saw it around midnight. Now they probably was doing something freaky because it was
Freaky
midnight.
and nasty.
Okay, now you was right. My bad.
To the animals.
Oh my gosh, you just messed this up. I don't want to fight you, but I'm just telling you what they said. This is what they said. Y'all already know what they said.
Yep.
They said it was the size of a human.
Okay.
Maybe like 6 or 7 feet tall. So this is like not no regular human. This is like a post player. Like, hey, give me the rock.
It's like Shaquille O'Neal.
It's like, give me the rock. And he had wings a span of 10 feet, bro. What you talking about? With big red eyes. Like the eyes of where like 2 inches like wide, like 6 inches apart, like, you know. And like these two couples are in this car together, hanging out.
Wait. What are they doing?
They're hanging out, you know. Listen, you got to respect what they do. This is what they do. This is their privacy, bro.
But I'm saying, what are two couples?
No, I'm just saying you mind your business. I didn't ask you to get all into those details.
Maybe it's a double date.
But listen, man, it's past midnight. You got two couples at TNT area. That's all I want to know. What's going down? What type of boom
Hey, apparently they were bird
is going
watching.
on?
The guys tell the police that they saw it at least 3 times out there. Like, not just once, not just twice, but 3 times.
They got 3 times?
And when it would move, it was like a cheetah, like super fast. They like think it was like 100 miles per hour. Like when they finally left, they said it hovered over them, like following them, like they said, like rolls straight up like a helicopter, bro, like a helicopter.
Wait. You telling me they told the police all of this?
Actually, the police went to check it out, and while like 2 a.m., but by then they didn't see anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they're going to believe them, so they're going to go check that
Things
out.
that make you go,
And then, you know, just a year later, 1967, this bridge in Point Pleasant called Silver Bridge, it collapsed during like rush hour. It was like this horrific event. Like 46 people died. Like, bruh, 46 people. And rumor has it, people saw the Mothman right before it happened.
Wait.
Whoa.
So you saying people saw the Mothman,
Right.
and then literally a couple seconds later, this bridge collapsed and it kills 46 people?
Yes. And since then, people have linked the Mothman to all kinds of tragedies.
Okay, wait. So while you guys were talking, I just Googled this, right? And I found this guy on YouTube. His name is Sean Andrew. You see, he went to Point Pleasant to find the Mothman.
Really?
Yeah, I got a clip. Watch this.
Mothman sightings are reported several dozen times per year, the majority being at an abandoned World War II plant, nicknamed the TNT area. It's gonna get incredible.
They got to hike into the woods. It's like 15 degrees out.
We're gonna flip a coin. If it lands on heads, I go in by myself. If it lands on tails, Braden goes in by himself.
Yep.
That's heads, baby. I guess give me the camera, bro. Oh, check this out.
There's this one bunker where most people see the Mothman, right? And there's like graffiti of the Mothman everywhere. The echoes are really trippy.
Off camera, our walkie-talkies kept picking up a little bit of noise, picking up slight interference. It's freaking us the fuck out.
man, bro, it's like they're picking up some kind of paranormal energy.
Exactly.
Oh, shit. I would get out of there right then.
Well, that's exactly what happened. Sean got this weird feeling and he booked it out of there. I'm talking like he ain't see the Mothman, but he said he just felt like he had to get out.
Okay, so before we go deeper into Mothman, we got to hear from one of our fans. Man, you know, we have a listener who had a very freaky experience in a haunted area. It's out in Massachusetts, Big U, Mass. It's not the Mothman per se, but it's kind of reminding me of hearing about the TNT area you were talking about, Marcus. But listen, I'm going to let her tell it. Check it out.
Hi guys, my name is Jill Bissonette. I'm 36 and I'm a huge fan. I've been following you guys for years. Being from Massachusetts, especially from Fall River, the home of Lizzie Borden, it's a very historically haunted area. There is a place called the Bridgewater Triangle, and it has a swamp and a forest, and it has something called Profile Rock. Now, I had experiences at Profile Rock when I was very, very young. I want to say I was maybe about 10, 11, 12-ish, and it was the first time I really realized that I might have some kind of abilities. It's a very... I don't even know how to say this without sounding crazy. It's a very heavy energy. I remember being very young and just sitting there and feeling completely overwhelmed, and I felt like I was surrounded by eyes, and I felt like I was being watched, and like someone just wanted me to throw myself off of this rock. I never talked to anybody about it. I never told my twin. I never told my family, the people I was with, nothing. And then a couple years later, after high school, I had been studying something and I found out that a bunch of paranormal researchers had gone out there and had the same experience. So thank you for listening. Have a good night.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Jillian, they wanted you to leave. Stay away from that rock.
Yo, y'all know we did a case on Haunted House Guest at the Bridgewater Triangle, the
Yep.
Feeney
We
House.
sure did.
Yeah.
We sure did.
Remember?
Yep.
We learned about that. That was like right off their backyard at
Yeah,
the Feeney
backyard.
Reservoir.
They lived in the crossroads of the Bridgewater Triangle. Remnants of dead bodies in their backyard.
There's dead bodies. There's a whole bunch of dead bodies.
So, I mean, Jillian, thank you so much for sharing. I mean, we're going to be sending positive energy your way for sure. You got to do something to counteract those spirits. But hey, fellas, we got to tell these people, if you have scary stories to share with us, send in a voice memo to storiesforghostbrothers@gmail.com.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. And when we're back, we're going to play a little game. So stick around, guys. Stick around.
Oh, what you got for us, Marcus?
Hold your horses. You'll find out in a minute. So I thought I would test y'all's understanding of Mothman this week.
Wait. Is it trivia time?
Oh.
It is trivia time. Okay.
So you're going to tell me if these are true or false. So first question, are you guys ready?
Like a pot of hot spaghetti.
Ooh, we love the hot spaghetti. 2016, guys. Put your mind back there. 2016. So the first question. In 2016, a man from Point Pleasant got a photo of the Mothman while riding his bike. True or false?
You know what? I'm going to go with false on that one, Jawan.
You know, normally I might go against the grain with you, but I'm going to go with false.
Oh, guess what you guys were... I don't know how you guys were so in tune with that.
You told us to lock in 2016.
I told
We
you to
locked in.
lock it. And what did you do? You guys locked
Locked in
It's
like some
false.
dreads.
You locked in because it was false. He was driving a car, not a bike. Totally different.
Okay.
Cool. We both get a point.
Okay, good job, guys. Good job. I like these easy wins for y'all. Get them layups. You know what I'm saying? Don't miss some bunnies. You know what I'm saying? True or false? You ready? Here we go. Question number 2. True or false? There were reported sightings of Mothman leading up to 9/11.
True.
There were reported sightings of at 9/11.
Yep, right before 9/11.
Oh, I think that's true.
And you guys are right again. Oh my god. Y'all on fire. Question number 3. You guys ready? True or false? Former Point Pleasant mayor John Roach sells the Mothman meatloaf at his restaurant.
I hope not. But that sounds like some.
Would you order it? You like meatloaf.
Hey, listen.
Now listen.
Listen. That Mothman meatloaf.
Oh, that's the 2 M's.
Listen, man. There's 2 things that I love.
Come on now.
It's what I love: God
And country.
and my Mothman meatloaf.
Ooh, that might be 3, sir.
Listen,
That sounds like
listen,
3.
It's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful. That's 2 M's.
Things that make you go,
Listen,
Mothman.
one of them is God,
Okay.
and the other one is that Mothman meatloaf.
So you're saying true.
I'm gonna say true.
You gonna say true? What you saying, Jawan?
I'm going to go with false.
Why you say false?
Cause he ain't never had none of that.
'Cause you know I don't
Mothman
eat
meatloaf.
meatloaf.
You don't eat no meatloaf, so you a vegan, so you can't get that
I don't eat no Mothman meatloaf.
Well, you know what? Your principles have gotten you the correct answer.
Okay.
Because Dalen's stomach has betrayed him once again. Anybody who would order Mothman meatloaf is insane.
And they'd have bubble
And
guts.
someone who should not be my friend or yours, Jawan.
He would
'Cause
order it.
This man would order a Mothman meatloaf. What?
Listen, I eat
It's
sushi
not-
from the gas station.
Oh, my God. Check his gut. So how many points we got now, Marcus?
Jawan, that's 3 for you. Dalen has negative 17 for the sheer fact that he would eat a Mothman meatloaf. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
You better be locked in. Man.
We ready, bro.
Be locked in. True or false, right? There's a Pinterest board right now dedicated to Mothman marriage ideas.
So. Ooh.
That
And
sounds
now,
like...
now, this is a question because you guys are, owners of Loren Spratt, the
Right.
number 1 men's to measure suits.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys get people ready for weddings all the time.
Yep. So if
y'all know about
Mothman
Pinterest.
wanted to be fly, he'd wear the Loren Spratt. is
He
what you're saying.
would. Man, come on. He would. Why would he not? And why would he not get a haircut at the Mussolera? Okay, go ahead. Would you? Is it true or false?
I got to go with true.
You gotta go with true. What you gonna say? What you gonna say, Daly?
That there's a Pinterest board
A Pinterest
dedicated
board.
to Mothman marriage ideas.
Yes, of course.
Listen. Everybody got they different levels
Okay.
of kinky.
Right.
Why does that
right,
gotta
right.
be kinky?
You know what I
doesn't
mean?
sound kinky.
And my level of kinky
That- we're not even
includes
talking about kinky. Why are you bringing
Mothman Pinterest boards.
I appreciate your understanding.
Yeah,
But
man.
that ain't even a
Yeah,
kinky.
man.
That's just an
So-
actual idea. And you know what? Because you're weird, I'm still gonna give you that true. I'm still gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you. You guys got it. You
See?
Look at
It's
that.
true. So you got a point. Jawan, you're up 4. I mean, this last one. I mean, it's crazy because there is an actual board on Pinterest like that has like Mothman inspired ideas for weddings. Like there's hairstyles with animal skulls in it. Like, I mean, this looks like bird skulls.
I wish I
maybe.
would have known that before I got married.
You know what? Y'all could have been definitely in people with the bird skulls in the joint. Stacey would have loved
A
that.
Mothman wedding.
Heck yeah.
Ooh. Do y'all, guys,
Mothman
listeners, for all of you that may or may not know, I am an ordained wedding officiant.
Oh, he is, guys.
So I legally have my papers. I can perform weddings in 49 states, just not Virginia.
Okay, and
Hold on, there's one more. There's one more, 'cause
Now, there's
there's-
a reason why that's Virginia, because he's been banned from a lot of Applebee's.
Now listen, I got into some trouble.
Okay,
back
we're
in
not going to talk
97
about
in
that.
Virginia.
That was Freaknik. That was
Yeah,
Freaknik, Virginia.
listen,
so
that's
we don't want
okay.
to talk about
Virginia
that.
Beach.
That's
Virginia
okay,
Beach.
because after 10 years, it fall off your
It
resume.
fall- All right, let's get to this last question. My bad, man. I'm prolonging this, man. Let's get to this last question. There's a Mothman candle company that makes Mothman candles. Is that true or false?
What does that smell like?
Mothman candles.
Ass.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
What is wrong with you?
Mothman meatloaf. It probably has like a
Because mothballs.
pungent- because
That is true.
mothballs.
You know what? That actually is appropriate for that.
So it probably smells like old ass.
it probably stings the nostrils.
Because where do you keep mothballs? In your back pockets and your old jackets
I
and
don't,
your clothes.
I don't think you just store them there. Like
Is
that's-
it true or false, man? Stop. Come on.
So
Focus.
you don't put mothballs
Focus.
in your ass.
No, I
What you saying?
don't. No one does.
Listen, this is not contraband.
What are you talking about?
My bad.
Answer that question.
My bad.
True or false?
what's-
There's a company that sells Mothman candles.
Oh, so this ain't got nothing to do with ass. Okay, my
Okay, I'm
bad.
gonna fight.
That company does not exist.
That's a false.
That's a false.
No company sells Mothman candles.
Guess what? You're stupid, both, because it is true.
What?
Wow.
Guess where you back at today?
If,
Where-
Negative 201. Right back where you started from, bruh. God, dog. Apparently, there's a company that has like Mothman candles in it. It smells like fire.
Fire ass.
You know what? I'm taking 5 more points away. just because I can do that.
Take 2 steps forward.
No,
take
and
3 back.
206 back. That's where you at. 206 back steps. Juwan, raise your hand, man.
I am raising both
You
of them
are the winner
victoriously.
with 4 points. And Dalen, you are the second place last person in this whole thing with a negative 206 points. Oh my goodness. Our heart goes out to Dalen, guys. Why? Because this man would eat Mothman meatloaf, and that's 2 M's, and no one wants to do that. See, Mothman pizza has an MP. You can't double up the Mothman.
Okay, yo, Marcus,
What's up, brother?
that was a good time, bro. That was a good little trivia
solid.
game.
It wasn't solid. I mean, because you won, of course.
Yeah, victoriously. You know, Dalen was a worthy adversary. But
No, he wasn't. I mean, he was 206 down.
it's all good, bro. But we got to take a quick break. When we're back, we're gonna talk to Jake the Viking. You might know him from Twitch or maybe even YouTube, like where he's known to do some ghost hunting in haunted places like abandoned hospitals. Yo, it's crazy what type of stuff he gets. We're actually having him on to talk behind the scenes of some of his scariest encounters. You don't want to miss this.
And we're back. Today we have Jake the Viking on the show. Now, you see, he's a former LSU Tiger, and he goes by the Viking because of this amazing beard that he has on his face. Not only does he have an amazing beard, Jake has over 1.3 million YouTube subscribers. That's a lot of subscribers, Jake. God dang. And if you've seen any of Jake's videos, you know he's just like us. He loves this paranormal stuff. I mean, he's gone to haunted military ships, insane asylums, prisons. I mean, he's done it all. So obviously, we had to get him on the show and ask him about the Mothman. Jake, welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you for having me. What's going on, man?
Oh, man, you know, Jake, just out here. And this, this episode is the Mothman episode. So before I ask you anything, I got to ask you this. Have you ever seen the Mothman?
Haven't seen it, but heard of it. Haven't seen it, but heard of it.
Okay. Where'd you grow up at?
New Bern, North Carolina. So East Coast.
Okay. So in the North Carolina area. So I know for me, like a lot of my paranormal experiences happened like when I was a kid, right? So like
Right.
my grandma, she lived in this town called McCamey, Texas. This is like West Texas, like 6 hours west of Dallas. And literally every time I went to go visit her, some crazy stuff happened, man. I got stories for days. So I was curious, what were some of the urban legends that were like all around your area in the Carolinas?
Urban legends. Living in New Bern, North Carolina, that was founded in 1710. And we had the Civil War go through it. We had the Great Fire of New Bern. I forgot what year it was. So there's a lot of like death and turmoil and just like low points in the country's history that kind of like fed the paranormal stuff going on. And the house we lived in was actually in the middle, like downtown New Bern area. And I'm pretty sure we looked it up and like it was used as a hospital at one point. So we had all that kind of stuff going on.
Right.
That's kind of where all my like paranormal like interest peaked, because I had some weird stuff happen at the house, man. Weird stuff.
Yeah. So with you being a paranormal investigator now, is there like any place you're dying? Damn, that's like a pun. Like that's so silly. Like, is there any place you're dying to get into?
One place that I think would be amazing is the White House.
Okay.
I looked it up and they're like, yeah, the White House is supposedly haunted. Apparently Lincoln's room is one of the most haunted places there. And I'm like, how sick would it be?
Yeah.
Doing overnight. Yeah.
What's funny about that, man, a couple years ago with Ghost Brothers, we had our wish list and we threw the White House out there and we had some people reach out. They for sure said no. Like we for sure didn't even get a shot. But, great minds think alike, Jake, man. We could have been up in there together.
At least
man.
you got to ask.
Right? So let me ask you this. So out of all your explorations so far, like which one has been the scariest to date that you've done?
Ooh. There's two that are like neck and neck right now. And the worst part was they were both at penitentiaries.
Okay.
One was at the West Virginia Penitentiary up in Moundsville, West Virginia. And the other one was at Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary out in Tennessee. Those two were pretty bad. Have you heard of any of those places?
No, I've heard of them. I've never been there.
Yeah. Okay.
So
100%, you need to go.
Okay.
Legit.
So for you to say that that's some of the craziest thing you happened, you got to tell me at least one thing that happened to you at that one of those two places.
We were so West Virginia Penitentiary. We were up in the medical area, what they also use is like the psych ward. And they were saying they had a spirit there that was very, intelligent. So he had like the intelligent haunting, and he went by the nickname Spider. He was an inmate there that had been killed by having a metal pipe shoved through his eye.
Wow.
This place was bad. There was 1,000 inmates died from other inmates, 100 executions on property. Yeah, this place is bad. They were not kidding. Me and my buddy walked down the hallway by ourselves with just a night vision camera. And we got all the way down to the end of the hallway where there used to be an elevator and there's a staircase there. And I was like, hey, Spider, you want to play some ping pong? Thinking about it now, it almost sounds like ping pong's bouncing off the ceiling.
Wow.
That started at the end of the hallway and came towards us and then just made a loud, like, thud. And I was like, all right, that's yeah. But it didn't stop there. Like, we got the spirit Spider to do so many things. And at the end of the night and at the end of the video, you can see where I'm trying to get him to do like real loud bang, because when you get into the investigating, like you can't say every little, tap and knock and creak is like, oh, it's parents. Like, no.
Right.
And so I was like, I need something right now to happen that's, like it's going to be very hard to debunk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here like asking him to make the loudest stomp or loudest bang he's ever made. And a couple seconds later, you start hearing the popping noises like the ping pongs. And all of a sudden it sounds like someone just took a door and slammed it as hard as they could. There's no door at the end of that hallway.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was just like, what? And then my cameraman, he's a skeptic. He was just like, there's no way. Because he was like, it has to be the other guy that's downstairs. I was like, I don't think they would do that.
Yeah.
But it was loud and
And then it happened right after you asked for it to happen.
Right after we asked
It's
for
the
it.
timing thing. That's what I tell people all the time, man. Like with all these things.
The timing stuff.
Exactly. Have you ever been physically harmed while investigating any place?
I've never been harmed, but one of my friends has been.
Okay.
at the West Virginia Penitentiary.
Okay, man. So outside of prisons and asylums, anything, man, have you, okay, let me ask you this.
Okay. I'm ready.
Residential investigations.
Yeah, Conjuring House, Rhode Island.
Oh, you already, okay. So tell me about that, man. How crazy was that?
So not too much happened. We did have the guy there who owns it, Corey. He's selling it now. So if you got 1.2 million, you want to buy probably the most haunted house in the world that's for sale right now.
Dang, this 1.2?
1.2 million. Yeah, easy. Yeah, easy money, right?
I got 1.1. I'm a little short. Just a little short.
But he had one of the Xbox Kinect cameras that you use to pick up the like motion capture. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, the structured light sensor camera, SLS cam. Yep.
Yeah, we caught some anomalies with that. And that was kind of like the high point. And then, of course, when we went back and did editing, we had, some taps and knocks and noises we picked up on the camera that none of us heard. But the craziest part to me was the fact that I was in a house, I think it was built in the late 1600s. So the idea that you're in a house that's older than the country is.
Wow.
That was just, that was cool, but also creepy in the same, because you think of all the different families and everything this house is like seen,
right.
You know?
That residual energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was cool because that's one of my favorite things is the history behind it. I was sitting in the basement. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah. So how has this like affected like your day-to-day life? Like, do people come up to you all the time and like always wanted to show you their most haunted or their crazy experience? Or
I haven't had too much of that happen lately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like it hasn't happened. I get more asked, is it real? Why are you faking it?
Yeah.
Or I'll see like comments on my videos, this is fake, blah, 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 blah. I get more of that than anything, and I kind of get taken aback because I'm like, y'all really think if I was faking something, it would just be a bunch of knocks and noises you can't see?
You'll put a little bit more effort into it.
Somebody's dying, okay?
Right. Get this man an Emmy award winning.
Yeah. A lot of questions are just like, is it real? More people want to know, like, is it real? Because it's also one of those things where it's scary to talk about.
Yeah.
Because it makes you think and like about things that you don't really want to think about, like dying and what's after death, because you have to realize, like, if you believe in the paranormal, you essentially are accepting the fact that there's something after life,
right? And
these things are just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't like thinking about that,
yeah.
And that's what I like about it so much is that like there's not too many people willing to go out and do this,
right?
Right. Because it's also terrifying because you don't know what you're playing with. Because if you're accepting the fact that there's spirits and you have to accept the fact about the good and bad,
mm-hmm.
and if there's good, there has to be bad. So yeah,
right.
Which I think I've encountered a bad.
Okay, you do.
I think I have.
Where at?
In the skies, the Battleship North Carolina.
Okay.
Let me set the tone for you. Okay. All right. World War II battleship.
Okay.
Okay. The World War II battleship. Like I didn't know this, but apparently this ship was like the most badass ship in the Pacific, essentially. The Japanese thought they had sank it 3 or 4 times. It had only been struck by 1 torpedo. It rescued the aircraft carrier Enterprise and became the reason that aircraft carriers have a battleship escort.
Okay.
It's got multiple stars, multiple, like, I guess, awards for everything it did during the war. Now, that being said, World War II battleship, all guys.
Okay.
All men, all older men.
Okay.
Okay. We're sitting in the mess hall about 5 a.m. We heard a little girl laugh.
Now, let me ask you this. You heard it on a recorder or you all heard it in real time?
We all heard it in real time and you hear it on the recording.
Okay.
It happened twice.
Okay. And so you just hear Okay. That was my next question. Was it like a long laugh or was it like a short little
small little chuckle? And the second time it sounded like it was closer. And the second time we were like, we're out. I was like, I'm not. Girl laughing on a battleship, World War II battleship at that.
Yeah. So what makes you think what makes you think that was like a demonic presence?
Because so my thing is I know there's the theory that some spirits wander, right?
Right.
They wander the earth, for eternity. But also in the same boat, I'm like, my friends, because I didn't want to think that. I was just like, why is there a little girl on a battleship? That doesn't really make sense. Doesn't seem like a good place for a little girl. My friends who have done research into this kind of side are like, that's 100% a demonic or evil spirit pretending to be a child
Oh my
to
god.
get you to drop your guard.
Oh my gosh. I just had.
And yeah, well, my thing is, I was like, well, if that was the case, I had the exact opposite effect.
Right.
And I was like,
Right.
no.
Right.
But you can, if you go back and watch the video, I'm not trying to plug it, but if you go back and watch the video and we're in the mess hall, have headphones on, and you know how you get the back feed from the microphone?
Mm-hmm.
You'll hear the pitch of that change. And that's where the laugh is.
Okay.
And then you go back and listen to it, you'll start making out the,
Okay.
yeah.
So and then what did you guys do after that? Did you try to explore?
left.
Okay.
No,
Right.
we
Yeah.
left.
Like, of course. Why wouldn't you leave?
Yeah, it was 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m.
You don't need any,
You know what?
no demon babies following you.
Yeah, I was
from
like, we're
anywhere.
good. I think we're good. All my friends that were with me were kind of like freaked out. I was freaked out. It was kind of like the first legit like kind of ghost hunt we had done, and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I think we got what we need. We got what we came here for. We got a video.
Right.
We got a video. All right.
Hey, bro. I love talking to people with same interests, man, and like-minded, man. I appreciate you for coming on today, man. Your wealth of knowledge is definitely entertaining, man, for sure.
Well, thank you for having me. It was a great time, and hopefully we can talk paranormal later, man, because this is good stuff.
Hey, man, we got to go investigate together, man, for sure.
Hey, look, dude, you tell me where. When and where, I'm there.
Right. All right.
Waverly Hills, let's do it.
Hey, man, we never been there. Everyone tells us it's like the number one place, man. So we might have to make that happen. All right, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much, man.
Urban Legends with the Ghost Brothers is a Discovery Plus podcast. From Discovery Plus, our executive producer is Marissa Lucy. Our show is produced by Neon Hum Media, and at Neon Hum, our executive producer is Jonathan Hirsch. Our lead producer is Joanna Clay, and our associate producers are Chloe Chobel and Evan Jacoby. Our production manager is Samantha Allison, and our editorial support comes from Nick White. Our music is by Asha Ivanovich, concept by Odelia Rubin and Shara Morris. Hey, and our engineers are Hans Del Su and Josh Hahn. Man, I really want to thank y'all for listening to Urban Legends with the Ghost Brothers. We really love hearing these stories, and we love sharing these stories with you.
And hearing yours. Don't forget to keep those things coming. Tell us those stories, y'all.
Okay, now come back soon, and we got some more scary stories in store for you.
Woo!